Okay, so I wanted to make a video talking about Spider-Man Brand New Day, but also making a video talking about Avengers Doomsday. And I don't know, this idea that or not it's not even an idea. It's just a fact that I think I am more excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day than I am for Avengers Doomsday. And I feel like a lot of people also feel the same way. Just the fact that, like, I don't know. I mean, we haven't even seen a actual trailer for Avengers Doomsday yet, but I am just, well, I guess, from apart from like those 3 to 4 teasers that they put out, I think last year or like late last year, I think, or I believe. I'm just not excited for Avengers Doomsday, and I think that's mainly because there's just so much uncertainty with that movie right now, and also just the fact of just it feeling like there has been no like real build up to this movie. And I know for a lot of people, they might say, well, I mean, I don't know, it's the Russo brothers, and they did Avengers Endgame, they did Infinity War, and those are really good films and everything, and I agree with that. But that was in a time and place with like Marvel to where like they could put out like anything and it would make like almost like $1 billion, like, or it would just make straight out like $1 billion. We are not really in that era anymore of superhero movies, to where like just because you put the Marvel logo on it and everything, it's not gonna be guaranteed to make a boatload, or I guess like the MCU, or like whatever you want to call it. It's not gonna be guaranteed to make a boatload of money. Now, do I think Avengers Doomsday is going to make a lot of money? Yes, I do think it's going to make a lot of money. Do I think it'll make as much as Endgame and Infinity War? I don't know. It could, I don't know, who knows. But leaving the money side of it out, or like leaving it out of the equation, for me, like Spider-Man, to me, Spider-Man Brand New Day is just more exciting to me than Avengers Doomsday. And one, mainly because I am a Spider-Man fan, but like this Spider-Man movie in particular just looks like it's just trying to be a movie. Like, it's trying to just tell a story with Spider-Man and Peter Parker and everything. And I don't know. And also I think more recently I've just been gravitating towards more street level superheroes. Like, we also had Daredevil earlier this year, and I'm also a huge Daredevil fan. I'm a huge fan of the Netflix Daredevil show. I'm a huge fan of Charlie Cox as Daredevil, and that definitely leans into it a lot. But I just find what they're doing with Spider-Man right now, and the fact that he is more street level, the fact that he's like taking on villains like Tombstone and Scorpion, and he's like teaming up with the Punisher, I find that stuff way more interesting right now than Chris Evans coming back as Captain America. Or I guess he's not supposed to be Captain America. I don't know. They put out that new, I think it was like a concept art official image that they put out recently for Avengers Doomsday, and that just did, I'm sorry, that just did nothing. That did nothing for me. That image did not excite me in any way. But yeah, I mean, Chris Evans is not coming back as, I guess, Captain America or like whatever, but like the way that they had him in the concept art, he just looks like some dude. he just looks like some dude with a black shirt and a beard. And I think he was also holding like Thor's hammer in that concept image, and I'm just like, bro, what are we doing, bro? Like, not only did you bring back like it, also like some of the promotional, I think there was like one video that came out recently where it had Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, and Chris Hemsworth all together, and it's just like, we really are just sidelining these newer characters. Freaking Shang-Chi, freaking Anthony Mackie's Captain America, all these newer characters that were supposed to be the new faces of the MCU, like, we're just sidelining those people. And I just think that's so, and I get it. I mean, you're trying to put as many butts in seats as you possibly can, and you obviously you gotta bring back those characters. But like, even for me, like, I mean, I know I'm going to go see this movie in theaters. For me at least, that's still not enough for me to be excited for this movie. And Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom, I don't know how that's gonna turn out. He could turn out like a really convincing and interesting performance. I don't know. I'm not doubting, you know, Robert Downey Jr.'s like acting capabilities or anything like that, obviously. But like I said, there has been no real buildup for his character, and you know, you could say or make the argument that, like, oh, I mean, Thanos was technically his first movie, or like his first movie was in Avengers Infinity War, and we only had like snippets of him, or I guess like we had end credit scenes, and also I think that we had like there was like the one scene in Guardians of the Galaxy where like he was talking to Ronan and everything. But I guess you could make the excuse that, like, oh, Avengers Infinity War was technically that was his first movie that he was in, but that's just not the same, because they actually built up to him. They have never built up to Doctor Doom in these movies, except for the freaking end credit scene in Fantastic Four, which is like, okay, I mean, I guess, but like, you're not really, that doesn't really do anything for me. I mean, I don't know. Just for me in general, like, looking back at like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, I had so much anticipation, I had so much excitement for that movie that I actually went out and bought posters for that movie. I don't usually do that for like movies or like whatever. Like, your movie has to have me like super excited for it for me to go out and like buy. Like, I literally bought posters. I think it was like for Avengers Infinity War. I went out and bought posters, and like I actually framed the posters too. Like, I have them in my room. I might show them on the screen right now, but I have never done that for a movie since. Until Spider-Man Brand New Day, because I actually went out and I bought an actual poster for this movie, because that's how excited I am for the movie. I also went out and bought some freaking statues and that they had at Walmart recently in a Funko Pop, and I might even buy that freaking I've been buying a lot of Spider-Man merchandise recently. I might even go out and buy the freaking Spider-Man was it Marvel Legends action figure that they have, because I'm kind of into that as well. I mean, because that's how excited I am for this movie, and I don't have the same like anticipation for Avengers Doomsday, and that might change. You know, I did hear that we're supposed to be getting a trailer, I believe, at Comic-Con. I believe Marvel is going to be hosting a panel or something at Hall H, where they're going to be like showing off new upcoming movies and everything. And obviously that would make sense that they would show off an Avengers Doomsday trailer at the panel, and so that makes sense. And so I just need, I don't know, I feel like I need to see more. I need to see Doctor Doom actually, like him in like a scene, or like a something, I don't know, him talking or something, for me to even get a bit convinced that this is going to work out, or like whatever. But I don't know, I am very just, yeah, I'm just more excited for, you know, Spider-Man Brand New Day. I'm more excited for what they're doing with these street level characters. Like I said, freaking Daredevil, I heard like the next season of Daredevil season 3, or Daredevil Born Again, is gonna have freaking the Defenders. They're bringing back the Defenders. I heard they're even bringing back Elektra, which is insane, because I mean, she supposedly died in the Netflix series, but apparently they're bringing her back. And so I am just way more excited for what they've got, you know, going on with like the street level side of Marvel. But I don't know, that's just me though. I mean, there could be just a lot of other people who disagree with me and say they're more excited for Avengers Doomsday. But I don't know, man. We'll just have to see. But yeah, leave down in the comment sections below. Are you more excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day than you are Avengers Doomsday? Or is it the other way around? Hey, like, are you more excited for Avengers Doomsday than you are Spider-Man? Or, I don't know, do you just not care about the MCU anymore as, like, a whole? Leave all your thoughts and opinions down in the comment sections below. And, yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. And I will see you guys on the next one. So, yeah, bye.